Hello guys, welcome back to Dunking Monkey. Karl Malone, James Harden, and Aaron Gordon is releasing to global, which means it's another tier list video. Where does the no players rank? How it affects the meta? You will find all of that in this video. Now let's start with the D tier players first. Let's start with the new players first. The first one is James Harden. He will be the third best scorer behind Ska and Wade. Compared to the other two, his moves are rather simple. You need to put a lot of effort to master his skills. You can take a look at my Harden guide if you want to. The other point is Harden's accuracy. He misses a lot of shots in both three-point and mid-range area. However, a skilled Harden is still deadly. He will be another great option for ESO lineups. Bear in mind that he can't play in spacing lineup. He needs to constantly pass and reset the ball. Spacing lineups only increases the chances of throwing bad passes. Next is Aaron Gordon. If you don't know what he does, take a look at my video. It's basically just dunking. No defense, no rebound, and dunking is not a reliable way to score. He only exists when people want to entertain. Then it's Karl 13 Malone. Malone worth the hype. He will be the next meta center. His offense is unmatched, and his rebound and defense is very decent too. He is a very great pair with Harden, since he not only consistently space long to south, his scoring is unguardable 1v1, but people don't use him as a scorer cause he cannot shoot 3 south. Then let's go back to the old players. Brook Lopez. He is still the best elite center in the game, but compared to superstar centers, he lacks defense and rebounding. Kristaps Porzingis, a weaker Lopez. Then it's Bam Adebayo. He is a pretty mobile starting center for newbies. His slap the ball move is very good in low and mid ranks, but he hardly competes against superstar centers. Then it's Clint Capella. Capella can only paint cap, which is insanely not ideal. His movement is slow and he cannot help on offense. Once he goes help defense, in most cases he cannot recover to the rim, and his rim protection value comes to a waste. Then it's Pau Gasol. He will remain as the best spacing center unless Hangsu drops. I think I don't have to explain why he is listed so high. Then it's Hakeem Olajuwon, basically a less efficient Malone, but his rim protection is still slightly better. Anthony Davis. Now AD received a pretty decent buff in Taiwan. I don't know if that will apply to global, but even if it didn't, he is still the best defensive center currently. His value remains irreplaceable because of how well he counters spacing lineups. If he did receive the buff, he is above Gasol. His blocking range is now very wide. Joel Embiid, same old problem. With passives he is good, without passives he is very bad. It takes too long to charge up. Then it's Nikola Jokic. He also received a buff, but I don't know if it will be applied to global. If he does not, he lies in B tier. He has no defense. You are only winning by offense. If you want a spacing center, Gasol is a way better choice. But if the buff did come to global, he is back to a tier. He moves faster under the basket and has a regular catch and shoot talent. His post-up moves are also harder to dodge. His defense went up by a bit, and his offensive power is greatly strengthened. But Gasol is still the better choice. Then it's Julio. He is a mini AD, still one of the best elite centers to use, but cannot compete against superstars. Then it's JJJ. Without a doubt he is the best elite card, and one of the best defenders in the game. His insanely wide blocking range made him the best Wade counter. He also counters other top scorers as well. His ability to space the floor also makes him fits in different type of lineups. Kyle Anderson. You can argue that he is a D tier already. He was used to counter Dirk, but both as elites JJJ does a better job on that, and there are Butler and Tatum that can use too. He is slow and can't rebound if you use him as a center. Then it's Zion Williamson. He still only exists in dunking lineups. He can't defend or rebound at all. Then it's Dennis Rodman. He is a one-trick pony, only good at rebounding. He has bad defense and no offense, but he is on a tier since Dirk Rodman lineup is still a pretty good lineup to use. Then it's Dirk Nowitzki. He is up there cause of the Dirk Rodman lineups. Harden as a scorer in ESO lineups is better. He is a big liability on defense. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He is another that received a buff in Taiwan, but unsure if it will be applied to global. They made his double clutch dunk and force stop usable without his ultimate. His mid-range accuracy is also buffed by a little. If his buff isn't applied to global, he lies on B tier. Only exists in dunking lineup. Weak scoring mid-defense, okay rebound without ultimate. You have to pair him up with Chris Paul to increase dunk accuracy and block resistance. If the buff did apply to global, he is somewhere in the mid to lower tier. The buffs would definitely make dunking lineups deadly, but I am still uncertain if he can be played in normal ESO lineups. AD, Hakeem, Rodman all cannot space the floor very effectively, but AD has absolute defense, Rod has absolute rebound, and Hakeem is an all-rounder that can play ESO ball if necessary. Giannis, in the other hand, he can only gamble on dunking the ball. His mid-range will still be inconsistent after the buff. Then it's Steph Curry. People thinks he is bad, but a good Curry player is unguardable. He is very good paired with Gasol and Butler. Then it's Jason Kidd. If global keeps using spacing lineups, Kidd will never be a good option. Against spacing lineups, his E6 value comes to a waste. His speed is his only advantage if there are no double teamings. Then it's Shai. Undoubtedly still the best scorer. His skill ceiling is incredibly high and is flexible in different lineups. Then it's Russell Westbrook. After a month of using him, he can play as both a defensive secondary scorer or a scorer in spacing lineups. If you bait the speed boost out, he is basically uncontestable. The only flaw as a scorer is his accuracy. Chris Paul, only used in dunking lineups to increase dunk accuracy and block resistance. Then it's Luka Doncic. He is very good as an elite scorer. His Gasol pick and roll lineup is one of the best lineup to use. If Gasol's usage didn't drop, he will still be in a tier. Jamal Murray is another player that received adjustments in the Taiwan server. His accuracy after screens got nerfed, but he is still hitting 60% of the shots. I personally think he is still in low after the nerf. You can argue he is in the top of B tier. Then it's Fuzi. He is basically a mini Kobe. Then it's LeBron James. If you're talking about pure defense, he is definitely one of the best, but the lack of offense and spacing he provides made him unpopular. It gives too much pressure on the scorer. Paul George is the second best elite defender behind JJJ. However, because his every stat is so average, it takes a lot of skills to play him well. Bobo is so skilled that he dominated with Paul George against a top-tier scar. Then it's Andrew Wiggins. In low ranks he is pretty dominant, but his value is not as big in high ranks. Then it's DeMar DeRozan. Mid as a scorer, his moves are too simple, and his three-point accuracy is too inconsistent. Kawhi Leonard. He is another very effective counter to Harden, and he can still counter top scorer like Shai or Dirk. You can argue he is S tier. Then it's Kevin Durant. He also received a buff in Taiwan. His sidestep 3 ultimate now ignores contest, and his sidestep shots now has smaller contest area. I think he will be a tier, but it's a lower tier. Even after the buff, his sidesteps are still easy to contest. Without the buff he is going to be in B tier. Simple offensive moves, and his defense is mid. Then it's Dwayne Wade, one of the meter scorers. Give him a stretch big, spam dunks and you'll win games. So brain dead that he is the most banned in the global tournament. Not to mention he has a dash and 360 block. Then it's Jordan Clarkson. Mid as a scorer, inconsistent accuracy and moves that's easy to guard. CJ McCollum only fits in baseline ESO, which global doesn't play at all. In other lineups he is so easy to guard. Then it's Zach LaVine. Easy blockable dunks and simple perimeter moves. Then it's Devin Booker. Relies on catch and shoot or catch and drive to score. His ceiling is not high. Then it's Klay Thompson. Offensively he only has that layup then dash, which can be easily caught up. If you tryna argue ESO Klay is good, you're just us. Defensively he has his little dash, which now Butler also has it. He basically got replaced. Then it's Jimmy Butler. He is good as a defender, but is highly restricted by lineups. You must have somebody to space the floor for Butler to ESO in the middle, or else your offense would stink, cause his spacing is worse than old Bron. At last it's Jason Tatum. His double modes made him one of the best defenders. He can play two roles. As a defender he guards a lot of players. As a center, he can play as a spacing center. This is the tier list if the player adjustments is applied. Players in their own color groups are interchangeable. This is the tier list if the player changes are not adjusted. And that's the end of this video. Remember to like, share and subscribe. Also join my Discord. Goodbye.